Hi Milers, this is Beverly of Miles and Coffee. It's a beautiful day in your neighborhood, a beautiful day for the neighbors. Won't you be mine? All right, that's our little nostalgia for today. I hope you can see this beautiful beach behind me. I'm just sitting out. I'm not showing you what's underneath my dress. I do have a bathing suit, but I'm not going to get in the water, just soak up a little bit of sun. But I wanted to share with you some information I have. Okay, so get your pencils ready. This is part 3 in my series of why you need a specialist if you are looking to move to Mexico. Let's get started. Okay, remember I am outside and it might be a little noisy, so bear with me, okay? First of all, keep in mind, make sure your passport is updated. We're going to talk about the documents you need. And I will refer you to the immigration website for the government of Mexico so that you can do more research on whether you are coming here alone or with family, or whether you have family here, because that will determine your path to residency. Today I will focus on my path, which was temporary residency, and then we'll go from there, okay? So make sure you have the following documents. Of course, your passport, and it should be up to date. You need your FMM or your tourist visa. You need proof of address, which is like an electric bill or phone bill. If you're already in Mexico, make sure that that is provided for you. If you pay a utility, you will need a copy of that or the receipt from that. If not, then ask your landlord for a copy of the bill to prove residency. Immigration needs that. And then, of course, you need your application, which you can download online or go into your local immigration office. And you will need cash, right? Immigration offices do not take payments across the counter. They will refer you to a bank when you get to that point, and look to have about 5,000 Mexican pesos, about that much, because every office might have a slightly different number. This is just an approximation, okay? So you're looking at about 250 US dollars, and you will pay at the bank. Now, I have hot off the press some information I received from my relocation service, and I have been, I do not get paid to promote or to actually suggest, host relocation services. This is not a paid promotion, but they were so helpful for me that I am sharing my experience with you, okay? So basic information. Now, let's say you've got your card, and then where do you go from there? First of all, if this is your first temporary residence card, you'll need to renew it 30 days prior to your expiration date. And your relocation service can help you with that. Your next renewal after you get your first temporary card will be 3 years later, unless you do 4 years all at once, right? Which is what I did. Some of the specialists or advisors say that you should never carry your card with you. I'm going to disagree, okay? The reason being because things have changed, and now immigration officials, any official of the government, police, National Guardsmen, anybody can ask you to show your status at any time. It is up to their discretion. So carry your card with you. I do. I used to have to carry my passport right before I got my temporary card. Realize things have changed. I'm sharing my experience because fees, programs have changed. At the time of my renewal, it was in December of 2021, and I had to wait until my FMM at that time expired, which it would be during the holiday break, and was told to come back in January because they did not know how long the regularization program for renewing expired temporary card would last. I received an email, thank you, from a viewer who said that they have contacted a relocation service and was told that where they are in Mexico, the regularization program is no longer available. Remember, I told you things change. That is why I am really, really strongly suggesting that you find a specialist. I can only tell you my experience. I cannot vouch for specific numbers, specific payments, or specific to your experience, because things are actively changing. So nothing is written in stone, okay? Keep that in mind, please. Word to the wise. Okay, so if it is better to get a Mexican driver's license once you get a temporary card, because if you should lose your residence card, it's easier to replace a Mexican driver's license. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, okay. The only time you must not forget your temporary or permanent card is in the following situations. Okay, I'm doing this with one hand and the wind is blowing, so this is live, honey. I'm unpolished because I am unprofessional, and I do not apologize for that. Okay, so when you travel anywhere outside or coming into Mexico or traveling through Mexico, you will need your card with you. Remember, I'm giving you information. Let's pretend now you've got your card. Now what? Let's celebrate. Keep your card with you when you are traveling, because they will ask for it. Okay. You need to show it together with your passport when you exit and when you return to Mexico to the immigration agents, okay, because they will ask for it. If you forget to show your card at the airport or a Mexican border, you will automatically be registered as a tourist again. And then that negates or puts null and void all of your work to that point. That's why you need your card with you. They will stamp your passport as a tourist for whatever time they prescribe. It could be 30, it could be 180. Remember we said the 180-day stamp is no longer guaranteed. And if that's the case, then you are a tourist again. So keep your card with you. Okay, you need to show your residence both ways when you travel, entering Mexico and exiting Mexico, and then coming back in again. Okay, keep that in mind. To renew your residence card, you must be here in Mexico, since we need to present your passport. Keep your card until you get the new one. Keep your card until you get the new one, in case your card expires. Okay, to renew it. In case you're out of Mexico when your expiration date arrives, you still have 55 current calendar days to come back to Mexico and renew it. So this is information I received upon getting my new 4-year residency. So I'm sharing it with you, right? You'll have 5 days after you arrive back in Mexico to process the renewal at the local immigration office where you are, okay? If you don't come back in those 55 days to renew it, and then 5 days within the time that you enter Mexico, you'll need to start the process all over again. You'll be a tourist. See, this is pertinent information. Okay, all right, I'm trying to keep it at a distance so you can see this beautiful water behind me. Okay, this is important. Your residence card will be requested in the following processes. If you have procedures that you want to take care of in Mexico, you can see behind me, they've got the tourist people that are out asking people if they want to take a tour out to see the gray whales today. I'm looking forward to doing that soon. Okay, so you'll need your card to open a bank account, or to purchase a vehicle in Mexico, or to purchase or rent a home, okay? You will also need your temporary card if you want to get a Mexican driver's license, which is highly recommended by the advisors, or to purchase a used vehicle and to change the registration into your name, right? If you are here working and you get a new job, of course, you'll need your residence card. And then to open a business in Mexico, you need your residence card. Now, let's talk about paths to permanent residency, because once you get your temporary residence card, you have a path to permanent residency. Okay, there's 2 ways to become permanent. One is by timing, and another one is by family relation. The first one, after 4 years of holding a temporary card, you can apply for the permanent resident. You'll be in the computer, like I said before, and they'll track, whether you've been a problem, whether you've followed the rules, and have lived here, and by that point you have established yourself. Okay, if you are married to a Mexican citizen, you can become a permanent, but you'll need to be here as a temporary, even with a married spouse of Mexican descent. for 2 years as a temporary resident, and then you can apply for permanent status, of course, with your marriage license. If you have Mexican children, you need the birth certificate, and then you can request a permanent residency based on having children that are Mexican, okay, at the immigration office. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you for joining me today as I am enjoying myself, a little break, just sitting in and soaking up this sun with vitamin D. For those of you who stayed to the end, I have a bonus for you. If you'll click the link below, you'll see the INM link to the government of Mexico, and also I have a PDF file of all the notes that I just told you, and it is called Now. So you have your temporary residence card, now what, right? So there are some steps, and these are kind of like a checklist for you of what you need to do and be aware of important information as you get your residence card. Okay, it's also good to go to the immigration website, because then you can see, you know, what are your paths to residency. Of course, temporal, which is temporary residency; permanente, which is permanent residency. Can you get residence based on having a home here? Can you get residency based on being married? All of that is just good to check out anyway. Don't ever take my word for anything. I'm sharing my experience, so you will always be encouraged to do your homework. It is so important, because things change, and I am not a specialist. This is why I've recommended in part 1, 2, and 3 that you hire an immigration specialist, advisor, agent, whatever you want to call it. Please don't forget to click the link below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment. If you already have a residence card, please leave your experience below. You will help someone. And also, if you know someone who is interested in coming to Mexico, whether temporarily or permanently, or moving just to scout things out, please share this information. From where I am in beautiful Baja California Sur, on the beach in La Paz, to wherever you are. Remember to keep it simple and take it one day at a time. And thanks for joining me today. Until next time, on Miles and Coffee.